Hello and welcome to another edition of The Source Live. I'm Brian Denton, out here in beautiful Royal Oaks, California, 15 minutes from the ocean, here with Miss Lindsey Occhipinti with Monterey Mushrooms. Lindsey, tell us a little about this operation. It's amazing, 250 acres of mushrooms. What's going on here?
Sure, yes, Brian, welcome to the largest mushroom farm in North America.
Wow.
This farm produces about 120,000 pounds of mushrooms a day. That includes white mushrooms, baby bellas, and portobellas.
Fantastic. I know that a lot of people don't really understand possibly how mushrooms are grown. Walk us through the process.
Sure, mushrooms, it all starts with compost. So the beautiful thing about growing mushrooms is we get to use a lot of secondary and tertiary inputs from other agricultural commodities, and that's a 23 to 25 day process where we mix wheat straw with stable bedding that we get from horse tracks, and we introduce a lot of water to help that composting process start. So before we even break the bales, meaning take the baling twine off of that wheat straw, we dip it in water to really jumpstart that composting process. And then we add other sources of nitrogen along the process. And as you can see on the compost wharf, it goes from a golden straw to a really deep, rich, dark soil. And that's the medium that the mushrooms love to grow in. We pasteurize the compost first, and then we introduce the spawn, which is the mushroom seed, into that compost. And we put all of the beds into what we call spawn runs, and we grow that seed. And we're growing the mycelium within the compost, which becomes the plant. So we like to think of the beds as the fruit tree and the mushrooms as the fruit. It's a 90-day process from start to finish.
Wow. Wow. Mm-hmm. Harvesting, I know, is a unique thing in mushrooms. Sometimes it's done by hand, sometimes it's done mechanically. Tell me what you guys are doing and why.
We are working on mechanical harvesting. It's definitely the way of the future, with labor being an issue.
Yeah.
A challenge not only in California, but in all states that we grow mushrooms. And so we're working on mechanical harvesting. We're not there yet because we haven't figured out how to do it to where we're not yet compromising quality. So for now, we're still picking by hand because we feel that's the best way to get the highest quality mushroom to our customer. Can
you talk a bit about the people at Monterey Mushrooms and kind of what makes this company unique and great?
Yeah, the people are what make Monterey Mushrooms Monterey Mushrooms. We have a lot of families here that are second, third, and fourth generation. Kids who come to work here because their parents love it, and we're really proud of that.
So Arturo, this is a bed where these mushrooms are grown, and I'm looking at it and seeing, obviously you have beautiful soil that's grown in. What is that soil?
So here we have about 2 to 3 inches of peat moss, and under that we have our main source of food for the mushrooms, which is our compost. And as you can see, our compost,
wow. Oh, that is so rich.
We are looking for this reddish tint.
So that's the straw that has been broken down and been used for compost, and then you have the peat moss, and that makes that fertile ground perfect for growing mushrooms. So the different sizing that I'm seeing in here, what are you guys harvesting? What sizes are you harvesting?
Mostly portobellas. So we let them size up for 2 to 3 days, as I said before. And yeah, right now we're in day 18 of pick. So we grow portobellas for about 2 to 3 days.
And what size are you looking for? Are you looking for about that size or a little bit larger?
Something around this size.
Okay.
About 4 inches.
Okay.
In diameter, we'll say.
And these smaller mushrooms that I'm seeing here, how soon will these actually be the size that you're picking?
Okay. This one would take about a day and a half to get to around this size.
Wow.
And then a day and a half to get to something like this, which is a portobello.
Excellent. Arturo, thank you very much for showing us this. It's fascinating. We're sourcing so much with you guys. A big reason is because of that commitment to quality. Is that something that's ingrained throughout your operations?
It is, yes. We have different types of growers, and they each are responsible for different phases within the process, and they have quality markers that they have to meet. So if in the very first phase the quality is poor, the mushroom quality later is also going to be poor. And so it's really important that at each stage the growers are meeting the quality standards.
And where is what does harvesting look like here at these at the Monterey Mushroom facilities?
There's two different types of harvesters. We have harvesters that pick on piece rate, and they're picking really fast, and they're picking by size and quality. And then we have harvesters that pick things that need to be more carefully sized, like a portobello. It's really important for chefs that they get their 4-inch or 5-inch portobello, whatever it is they're expecting, that they plan to put on the plate. They want it to look the same every time. You know, Brian, the cold chain is really the most important piece. So as long as we harvested a quality mushroom, it's going to maintain its quality throughout its shelf life of, on average, 10 days, as long as it stays cold. So one of the reasons we love partnering with ProAct is because you guys understand that importance of the cold chain, so that chefs are receiving high quality produce every time.
It's fantastic. Lindsey, thanks again for your time and for all that Monterey Mushrooms does to partner with ProAct. It's been great.
Absolutely. We're so happy you could be here to see our growing process.
Excellent. Guys, if you have any other questions, thanks for joining us. Reach out to us at ProAct and we'll see you next time.